What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. I am so excited to kind of dive into this knife a little bit further with y'all. This is from our mail call the other day. This is probably one of my favorite knives that we've reviewed in the last year. Just the engineering that went into this knife is absolutely amazing. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and dive in, but I want to say thank you to anybody who's already liked and subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We very much appreciate the support for the channel. You can also head over to Instagram and follow us at WorkKnifeBalance939, a great way to communicate with us. Let us know what you want to do, if you want to send us a knife or whatnot, and then we can send you back some swag and some stickers and all that cool stuff and everything. So go ahead and dive into the knife right here. If you saw the mail call, it's probably no surprise that this is my favorite knife. This was one that I had the best experience out of opening that up and just thought was the coolest. So comes with a cleaning cloth. Comes with a nice zipper case with dual pockets. Comes in this little zippy bag as well, which is from the manufacturer, so everything's all nice. A little Rike sticker, and then the Rike card as well. So for Rike Knife Co., Rike and Couture. So we'll go ahead and put that zipper pouch up to the side. This is the Cybertrix knife, and this thing is fantastic. This is so nice. When I first opened it and had a chance to look at it, if y'all saw the video, you realize that I immediately was like, man, this reminds me of the Tesla Cybertruck. After that video looking online, it looks like this knife was designed actually for the Cybertruck. It was designed after as kind of a salute to the Cybertruck. So I think everyone probably has that feeling when they see this knife, and they should, rightfully so, because this was designed as a salute to the Cybertruck. This thing is amazing. The action on it is super snappy. They have the thumb disc, thumb stud, thumb squares that kind of go off right there. You can both reverse flick it really nice and easy, and you can get in there and use the thumb studs to whip it out right like that. You can also do a nice easy slow roll if you want to, because the thumb stud's on it. Angles, everything on this knife kind of came in perfect for my aesthetics and what I like. This is a really nice knife. Go ahead and do some measurements real quick. We'll go tip to tail and then do some side-by-side comparisons. Tip to tail, we're coming in at about, catch it there, 7 3/4 inch. Blade length, we're coming in just about 3.5 with a cutting edge of about 3.5 as well. And the blade length I took all the way to here, even though the handle cuts up here. So 3.5 on that right there. So it is going to be a nice kind of compact, larger compact EDC knife. Unfortunately, if you're in that 3-inch blade zone area of the US, you can't carry this, but it is still well worth the look and add to your collection if it's something that you want. We'll do some side-by-side comparisons. We'll go ahead and pull in the Devo Mash 2.5. Kind of put that on the bottom. See, we've got the Ronin, the EMP EDC Ronin up top there for you. Kind of show you some side-by-side comparisons. Go ahead and put those away real quick. We got a Kaiser Veritas that we can throw in here as well. So there's the Veritas up top. And last but not least, we'll go ahead and throw in the bad boy himself, Kunwu Chad, down there below. So I'll give you some really decent side-by-side comparisons there. I'd say probably one of the closest in size is going to be that Chad. The blade is a little bit larger on the Chad, but the handle comparison is very similar to the Chad right there. I just tried to close the Chad as if it was a frame lock or liner lock, and then forgot that it's a bar lock. But yeah, some of the detail in this knife right here. This is sitting on Bowler M390 steel, so you can kind of see that Cybertrix M390. These are numbered. This is number 151, and you can see this action here. It is absolutely fantastic. Kind of drops right down and then just kind of hydraulically closes to the end there. And the impressive thing about this is a washer knife. This is not sitting on caged bearings. This is a washer knife that has amazing action like that. Definitely credibility to show that washer knives can have just as good action as bearing knives, and they just need to be done correctly and dialed right, and this one is in that category of perfectly dialed for a washer knife to have that there. As I've been flipping this around, you've probably noticed there is no hardware at all showing on this knife. So I was on one of the live streams about a week ago and was able to talk with some of the guys on the stream. So you've got this floating backspacer here. There is a tool that pulls the backspacer out, so you can actually, the backspacer actually pops out this direction, and that's kind of the pin holding it all together. The backspacer will pop out, and then the two scales slide apart, to my understanding, and that's how you would get in there to access the knife, put it together, and everything like that. Just engineered to perfection. There is no blade play whatsoever. It doesn't go up and down, side by side. I've been messing with this thing a lot because I absolutely love the way that it feels, looks. It is definitely one of my favorite knives of all time as of now, and it is definitely, oh man, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this knife in my opinion. It is take aesthetics away, it is almost a near perfect knife in the way that it was engineered and designed. It is so beautiful, elegant, and functional all in how it comes together. It's a folding knife that epitomizes elegance and functionality. It is, I mean, that's exactly what they say on their website when you look at it, and those words ring true. This is so nice. And you could say I'm fanboying over this. I don't have a lot of Rike knives. I actually don't own a single Rike knife in my collection until this one right here, which I will be purchasing as soon as we finish this video. And this is from a pass around group, so I will send this one on and I'll purchase my own. But it is just, oh man. Look at the angles in the way that the chamfer came down to match it and it comes through. The angles on the top here as they come across, you can see the way that it just kind of has the lines are milled perfectly, chamfered perfectly. It was designed in a way that the ergos on this thing feel amazing. The flat back gives really good solid structure to the knife to feel in hand, but the way that all of it comes together is just impressive, to say the least. And it is a really nice knife. Bowler M390 washers for the action on the pivot right there. Absolutely, completely, perfectly hidden hardware, so there's nothing showing, nothing really to worry about. A little bit of cool functionality to the back with that floating spacer, as well as some kind of chamfered edges, or sorry, some milled edges in here, jigged through there to kind of add a little bit of retention as you pop that out. And then the cool little kind of like backspace, comment pivot through there as well. The one thing, because there's always going to be one, that I know people are going to comment about is the billboarding on the blade right here. I personally don't mind it at all, because it's done in a way that, this being the Cybertrix knife with a shout out to the Cybertruck, it's done in a way that I think makes sense, looks kind of, I don't know, it fits this knife to have it there. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary or excess to it. Could you do without it? Yes. Does it bother me that it's there? No. So I think it's perfectly acceptable and nice. It's not overly done. It doesn't stand out. There are 3 variations to this knife. There's the Cybertrix A, B, and C. I believe the C is already sold out, so only A and B are available. This is the A version. There are slight differences. The weight is a little bit different from A to B to C, as well as the coloring, because the finish of like the stone washer, bead blaster, satin blaster, whatever you want to call it, as coming through, those are going to be there. It is almost a fully titanium knife. The frame on the inside, the inset liner lock right there is 440 steel. Other than that, the 440 stainless steel. Other than that, the rest is all titanium, and then Bowler M390 for the blade. So it is a really kind of almost corrosion proof forever knife that will last for you as well. 61 HRC for that Bowler M390, which is pretty fantastic as well. And this is going to be a stone washed finish on this one. So yeah, not much else to say about the Cybertrix knife from Rike. I absolutely love this thing. Think it's one of the best knives that I've had in the shop for the last year, and highly, highly recommend it. They do come in at a pretty penny of $400, $399, but considering the engineering that went into it, the fact that it's sitting on washers and has such amazing action, and the fact that it is M390 steel, titanium, inset liner lock, and absolutely just kind of stands above a lot of knives in this category because of how it was developed, designed, and put together, I think it is well worth the $400 price point. So yeah, I'll put a link to that knife down below if you want to go ahead and pick one up for yourself. There's probably not that many left. There's only a few probably still out there because it does have a pretty big hype with it right now as well. So feel free to follow that link and pick it up. If there are any Amazon links that you follow from our description down below, they support our channel and we appreciate the support. Until next time, TTFN.